Good morning, it's Sunday morning and we've all been robbed of that extra hour in bed. Well, we haven't, we just had it anyway and got up later. IB has brought me a lovely cup of coffee because he's been ever so sweet, and I've sneaked into Izzy's room and got her maths and we've just been marking it together in bed. How romantic. And IB loves maths, so he appears to be quite interested in it.
Definitely interested in what they're studying.
Yeah, well, it's not straightforward, is it? If you don't know it, you know, if you haven't recently studied all the topics.
I understand the language of it.
He's really good at maths and uses it every day for work, and yet you're like, well, I wouldn't know how to do that. What does that mean? And
it's the terminology I'm not familiar with, really.
Yeah, you know the concepts, don't you? But I just wondered how he would do if he was to sit a GCSE exam today with no prior warning, you know, whether you'd do as well as a 16-year-old who'd been studying the topics. She's currently just working her way through this as part of her revision, and she's flagging up little tags for the tutor, and she's not packed the tags, so she's been having to asterisk instead, but actually she managed them all yesterday, so she hasn't got any. And we bumped into our tutor in the park and I told her of my cunning plan, and she said, yes, that would be a good one, just to highlight the weak areas. So she's just working her way through. She's doing the ones she can do, and some of the ones that she can't do, she is researching how to do them to refresh herself of how to do the formula, but then she is also flagging it up as something that she needed a bit more support with. So yeah, that's the mission at the moment. It is now hours and hours later. I've been sitting in there doing me vlog, getting it all ready for tonight, and now I'm going to go in there in the shower and get dressed. I'm out of the shower. My hair is incredibly tangly. Oh, it's not now. Well, I have been working my way through it. It's because I forgot my shampoo that I'm not allergic to, so I've used IB's, but I'm a little bit red. I've tried to avoid getting it on my face and failed by the look of it, but obviously no conditioner, so it's just like teasing it all out a hair at a time. Oh, it's just so naughty. Just making a little bit of a salad. Ivy is cooking fish for me and Izzy, and some potatoes to do mash. So me and Izzy are going to have fish and mash, and Ivy's going to have some leftover chilli that he made from the other day, and we're all going to share the salad. I'm going to put some feta in it now.
There's nothing better than feta.
There it is. It's all done with its feta, green olives, pepper. The pepper was like half red and half green. It was a funny one. Sugar snap peas, cucumber, and some of the just the Morrison salad that I got the other day. I was just saying to IB, I've really got into eating salad instead of boiled veg. It's really refreshing, I suppose, because it's so hydrating. It has such a high water content, so it's kind of like having a glass of water with your dinner in a way. But also, of course, the nutrients are going to be, they're not perished by the boiling process. So as long as you eat it quite quickly after cutting it, I reckon it's going to be more nutritious. Could be wrong. Anyway, I'm going through a proper salad phase. We all are. We love it. And I'd like to start making some more and more varied ones as well. We're going to be eating in about 20 minutes because that's how long it's going to take the fish to cook. I might go and just blow my flute for 20 minutes upstairs while it's doing, maybe. IB's just popping to see if the neighbour's in, because if the neighbour's in, I won't practice in the specific room that like connects with us. But anyway, this is his workstation. His tracks. Oh, okay, she's not in. There's his mixing thingy. There's some old-fashioned real ones. Keyboardy thingy. I think that's a synthesizer rather than, you know, a keyboard. I think it does lots of whizzy noises and things. I don't know. That's actually my guitar. It's a 12-string, but it's, yeah, dilapidated at the moment. Needs restringing and that sort of thing. I'm quite thirsty, actually. I might just make myself a quick cup of tea to slurp while doing some scales of it, and then I'll warm up properly after lunch. Which is not the most sensible idea, because I'll have a really full stomach and I'll be all burpy and stuff. But anyway, by the time I do the recording, it should have gone down, so that's the main thing. Yeah, you might have actually missed the vlog in which I explained about this project. One of my musician friends is doing a project which he's trying to record remotely, like everybody does their bits separately in their own home, and emails him the tracks, and then he's going to mix it all together. So he's kind of orchestrating this. So this is what this is for. So everyone's kind of doing it at their leisure at home, you know, when they've got time. Oh, blimey. It's fluty time. Oh, I always overfill it. I'm just going to have to swig some. It's too hot to swig. You right, Izzy? What are you up to? Oh, brilliant, well done. She's still studying. Talking to Cammy. I quite like practicing in this room because there's a lovely shelf here and it's just right for sitting my flute on. I've got all greasy lips from nibbling bits of that salad because it had a bit of olive oil on it and my flute's like slipping about on my lip now. Oh, it's dinner time. I'm being called. Right, I'm gonna go have lunch now. IB has just put our mash and fish on the table and we're going to have some salad with that. He's going to have his leftovers. So that's what we got coming up now. I'm going in and probably won't be able to film very much of this, but IB's going to set up the mics for me. He wants to try 3 different ones, I think, don't you? 2. And yeah, warm up a bit and also just he's going to test the levels and stuff. And then we'll record it for real. That is the plan. I've only just realised he's put me in the other room. I'm in here. Oh, there we are. These are the mics that I'll do it that way around so you can actually see them without the light glaring behind them and turning them into silhouettes. This is what we call a pop shield. So if you're doing a consonant that's a bit poppy, like a p or a b, it can make a kind of bang on the mic because all the air like hits it in a concentrated blast. But if you have something like this, it kind of diffuses the concentrated air blast so you don't get that p because it's quite a banging sort of noise, if you know what I mean. What else can I tell you? Look, this is in a cradle. So that basically stops you getting noises conducting up the mic stand because if you're tapping your foot on the floor, and a lot of musicians like to do that, like the banging can go up there and into the mic, but it being in the cradle, that kind of stops that happening. It's kind of suspended on this elastic here. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, so shockwave reduction, I suppose. I've been at it for some time. I haven't done any recording yet. I've been experimenting with these mics. There was one of them has changed now because he wanted to try a third. But we've got a weird thing happening. I'm sure you can't hear it, but if I click there, it's coming out on the speakers as 2 clicks. It's like a fractional delay between the two. And so obviously I'm hearing myself twice with a fractional delay between the first and the second one. So yeah, interesting. IB is trying to puzzle it out. I'm wondering if it's bouncing off the back wall because it's it's not upholstered with anything. Okay. You can't hear him. He's talking to me in the headphones. He's saying, "Give us a go again." Do you want me to play or click? I think they're getting closer together. Oh, can you hear my voice echoing? Like there's 2 of me talking. Well, it's stopped now. Yeah, it's gone, but I think maybe I'm not getting something in my headphones that I was getting. Sure, it's not just the 2 mics picking me up simultaneously.
No, one of them's not on.
Oh, one of them's not on, he says. Oh, well, maybe I could just try and live with it, but I might play out of time, that's the thing. You can't hear him, he's chatting away. We're still faffing. We've removed a mic, but it wasn't that. It wasn't the fact there was double mics, because only one of them was coming through the headphones anyway. It's just the echo from the room. So IB has taken like all the glass pictures off the walls. He's taken the mirror off the wall. He's put cushions around. He's put a throw on the tally. Yeah, he's just basically trying to soften the room up a bit, but I think we can live with a bit, can't we? It probably won't even notice on the final thing. It just makes it a bit awkward to record when you're playing along with something that's, yeah, the sound that you hear of yourself, there's 2 of you and the fractional bit of time gap in between each one. This is why they have acoustic deadening in recording studios. Oh, there's another glass frame picture coming off the wall. You'd be spending ages putting this room back together again.
I know.
It was supposed to be more simple than Izzy's one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, it looks like we're making a flipping den. Just trying to deaden that slap back off the wall.
Lesson this up.
Another one over here, look.
1, 2, 1. Oh, it is really worse.
Oh, you believe me now? He's got the headphones on, he's having a go.
I'm going to try and experiment. I don't think it's made any difference, surely. I mean, I didn't hear it before, but that's pretty awful, that is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but that's like
I wasn't making it up.
No, I didn't think you were making it up. It's worse than it sounds to me on this.
Oh, well, it's all a good learning curve, I suppose. It's about 8 o'clock now. I'm sitting here by me and IB's castle that we built. We've got one track done, haven't we? We had it just had a lot of sort of stuff to sort out technically. I say we, he did. He had to sort it all out, and so it took a while. But I think next time we go for one, it'll come together a lot quicker. So we'll be more time efficient about it. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, yeah, one's in the can. It's not actually a can anymore these days, obviously digital. When I first started recording, it would have gone into an actual metal can. Showing me age. That clock is actually lying because the clocks went forward, but obviously those don't go whizzing round automatically like the digital ones do. I'm not quite sure what kind of a vlog this turned out to be because we were pretty focused all day on what we were doing, but we did successfully get one track done, so that's really good. We're really pleased with that. We've got the ball rolling, so hopefully all the next ones should be quicker. We're going to cook dinner now. Ivy is still fiddling around with the computer. Isabel is Skyping my dad, not Skyping, Zooming. They are playing chess together. Earlier she was doing a Zoom lesson as well. She's been doing some maths as well. She's just doing a bit of a blitz on maths at the moment to try and just get, you know, prepared for the assessments that are coming up. And that's about it really. But if you've enjoyed today's video, could you please give it a like? It really helps the channel to grow and I so appreciate it. And if you're new here and you want to follow more of our story, do hit the subscribe button and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.